Hi everyone, welcome to Good Morning Toowoomba with Ben Apsey and...
I'm Daryl Nicholson, Toowoomba 4350 TV, more than just a postcode. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning,
how are you?
Perfect time.
The owner of Globetrotters Travel has just walked in, so... Mate, Monday the 24th, I better turn that down because it'll feed back, so... 3 people live. Make a comment while you're watching, so that'd be great. Mate, how was your weekend?
Yeah, good. How was yours?
Mate, busy. We had the sports club. We had a lot of Brisbane people up, asking them the hot question, have you been in a hot zone? Mate, Indooroopilly shopping town. It's a hot spot. I can't believe it. I was watching the news last night, so it's getting crazy in Brisbane.
It's interesting, they put up a post saying, we haven't been officially put on the list, however we have gone through and we've deep cleaned, and the shops that these people have visited have also done a deep clean. This is before Queensland Health even had a chance to contact them, so I don't know. Look, Queensland Health is doing an amazing job.
Oh yeah.
But it just kind of highlights the Queensland government is on about border closures and not being able to have people come through, and yet somehow people are still coming into the state with coronavirus and mingling in the community for a number of days before they're getting caught up with. And on top of that, how in the hell have people managed to spread it that easily in a Queensland government detention facility?
I know that, and
the
she
government needs to be held responsible for that. It's their own fault.
From what I hear in the media, she'd been in the detention centre like 10 days in a row. It just blows my mind, but I don't know. Again, I'm going to come back.
The only symptom she had was a headache.
Yeah, I'm going to come back. Hospitality again has got the raw end of the deal where it's getting names, numbers, and email addresses from people, and yet I don't know. There's
and
other
yet the
businesses.
Queensland government seems to be punishing only hospitality at events, when really they've proven that they are part of the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start getting all the politicians' details. We'll track their movements as well.
Well, speaking of politicians, Parliament's back on today, sitting for a fortnight. There's members that have been in Canberra that have been in isolation, and they're going to be bringing people in on Zooms and that sort of thing. They can't vote if they're on a Zoom.
No, they have to be in the room.
Surely the Constitution could change, given these unprecedented times. So, I just don't see the point of that. That they can't vote on
Constitution. The Constitution also says that we have freedom of movement between states, but that's not happening. So we can't even decide on what is classed as a hot zone and what is not, and what a border closure actually means. Palaszczuk's essentially flying the flag of we've got the borders closed, but there's still all these people coming in.
I know, it's just crazy. Malcolm McCormack was on ABC this morning, and they put some issues to him about farmers crossing borders and that sort of thing, and the movement of truckies. There is movement of truckies, but then the farmers are restricted in moving, and yet people who want to get cancer treatment and that, they've got to go drive more. Like a lady wants to cross the border to go to her hospital where she's been going, but she's not allowed. And I was watching a story on 60 Minutes last night. People with a sick child, they've got an exemption to get across the border, but yet there's something like thousands of people that are just not getting approvals yet. I don't know, this whole thing's just crazy, mate.
The girl that went for open heart surgery in Sydney,
that's right.
And the government said, no, you have to quarantine in a hotel. Well, I've been spoken to someone that has had to quarantine in a Queensland hotel. He said he was more likely to catch coronavirus between getting off the bus in Brisbane, like getting off the plane and getting on the bus in Brisbane, and going to the quarantine hotel at the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Why in the hell they are transporting that amount of people that distance to quarantine them is beyond me. It's not like there's a shortage of hotels in Brisbane.
I know.
Maybe Palaszczuk could offer to put them up in her place.
Oh, mate, it's just
stupid. It's like it genuinely looks as though they are using it for political ammunition going into an election.
Well,
and they're being called out on it. The chief medical officer over the weekend in Queensland said, if you've got any flu symptoms, you've likely got coronavirus. Well, if that's the case, Dr. Young, how come there's not more deaths? If everyone that's got a flu symptom has coronavirus in southeast Queensland, surely there would be a ton of more people in ICU and dying from this virus that they're telling us everyone's got.
I've got no doubt. I mean, the
just
virus
ridiculous.
The virus is bad, and I don't want to. I've seen some documentaries of people who've had the virus, and it's pretty gut wrenching.
It's a real thing, but the Queensland government's acting as though they've got no clue as to what they're doing.
So, given with an election coming up, we've been talking about this over in Stanthorpe and in Warwick and back in Toowoomba. You think Palaszczuk will get back in?
I hope not.
I think she is.
I really hope not. I think she should be very, very worried about the result of this election. I think people are okay with the fact that she closed the borders, but they're not okay with the fact that she's not controlling it, she's not managing it, and she's proven that they can't even control the detention centre. If you can't, they can't even locate some of the people they've released that had been in contact with this person that's had coronavirus. How do you lose people that have just come out of detention centres?
Well, it should be reporting to a parole board or something, shouldn't they, really, by rights? But
the Queensland government's got no clue as to what's going on at the moment.
Yep. Mate, worked over the weekend, Saturday downtown. I walked home Saturday night, lots of people out. So it's good to see Margaret Street's back alive on a Saturday night. Tats was rocking, Cube.
You're just going to get Margaret Street alive during the day.
And that will happen. So Fibbers had a bit of a line up there. So and I was watching the guys. They were social distancing people, which is really cool because I guess it gets a bit hard managing people when they've had a few drinks. But no, great work to Tats, Cube, and Fitzy's doing a great job in the security. Saw Pugsley. He was at Cube. Said
came in for coffee on Friday. So.
I said, you know what you're doing there, mate? No, mate, no idea, but he's a good operator, good security guy. And speaking of security people, mate, we've got some great security people in Toowoomba, and I don't want Victoria to do any damage to the people in Queensland. We've got great security companies, and they're doing some great work. So, and we've got them down at the club, and I see them around town here as well. So, Warwick, I think I spoke on Friday about Warwick. We had a good little podcast here on Friday, thanks to Luke, and we'll have more discussions with Luke. But what's his business called again? Luke's is
Light and Dark Productions.
Light and Dark Productions. So if you want a hand with podcasting or anything like that, we're available for a fee, and we'll give you a hand with that as we learn more ourselves. So big shout out to Clayton Manyweather.
It's an evolving thing.
That's right.
Yeah, Clayton came in on Saturday. So
Clayton Manyweather from Little Pig Consulting. So g'day to Clayton, and enjoyed the coffee, and mate, I really think you've got one of the best coffee blends in town. So if you haven't tried it, you had a new customer here again this morning, so had a bit of a chat with her. What was her name? Megan from Mega Vending.
So if you need a vending machine, Megan from Mega Vending is who you contact.
Give Megan a call. So so the guys at Warwick Lifestyle Properties, mate, putting stuff under contract. A lot of inquiry from Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast. People are taking that sea change, and we'll have to get in touch with Doug and see what's happening out at Hampton as well.
Great to have Georgia on the show on the weekend, and thank you if she is watching. Thank you for the scones with jam and cream. We will enjoy those. We will enjoy those for breakfast today. So.
In Stanthorpe, mate, you said it was going to snow. Nat said it was going to snow. Nat from the ABC, mate. It was pretty warm on Friday. We had the fire going Thursday and Friday, but there was no way it was going to snow.
They woke up to a very cold morning this morning. It was -1 in Toowoomba today, so
it was cold in Stanthorpe. So, but didn't have any rain. Had some rain on the way out from Warwick to about halfway to Stanthorpe. Bit of rain, bit of light precipitation, but not enough to make it snow. And they really do want to get some snow out there, but I think they're not going to get it this year now. So, but it certainly was cold, mate. Can I just say we just had a Thursday and Friday on the couch. Netflix it's like a drug, mate. It's addictive.
Yep.
I watched Dirty John. There's a series called Dirty John, and Eric Banner plays as part of John Meehan. Mate, he is scary. We just sat up for 6 hours just watching this series. What is it with Netflix? They just seem to just grab in. I guess there's no credit to the end.
They've got a lot of original content. And the way they've designed it is that it just goes straight to the next one. But I think it's three episodes, and it asks you if you're still watching in case you've fallen asleep.
Yeah.
But there's some great shows on there. I mean, I've finished watching The Umbrella Academy.
Yep.
And it's awesome. It's just such a great series.
You've got a customer coming in, mate.
So people coming in for coffee. So
just in here for coffee. You better go and grab them, mate. We're going to wrap up. Have a great day today, Monday. It's the start of the week, 24th of August in the year 2020. So have a great Monday. I'm Daryl Nicholson, Toowoomba 4358 TV. More than just a postcode.
And thank you for joining us with Good Morning Toowoomba. Remember to like and share us on Facebook. I'm Ben Apsey.
Take care.